go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. Dude, that 45 seconds, important.
It's time to get in the octagon, bitch. With you, Trevor, it's different. I don't give a shit what you do in the blind. Do what the hell you want.
What's up, guys? I'm Trevor O'Connor. With me is Scotty.
What's up, dude?
Scotty Too Hottie.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It has. Been a while.
Yeah.
And we got Josh over there.
And look, Yoshi's here.
Yoshi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
What's with your headphones upside down
Why?
like that?
This was Jason's idea so we could wear our cowboy hats.
We're just
And
I'll
somebody
order it
over
in your
here
monitors.
didn't wear his. He didn't follow through.
Yeah, you didn't follow through with your cowboy hat. Why not?
Well, I didn't even put on the right shirt to have a cowboy hat on.
Well, we're going out to dinner after this, so
know.
I didn't really
I'll
want to
change.
change and all that.
I will
so.
change for dinner. This is the All Hot Boys podcast, where we talk about everything that is guys crap: hunting, fishing, airsoft. I mean, we could talk about camping. I'm not going. But yeah, anything that guys do, combat shooting. We haven't shot in a long time.
It's been a while since we've shot. Yeah, it's been.
I got to shoot around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's the last time I shot.
We went duck hunting.
Oh, I didn't do that. You guys been slaying the ducks.
Yeah, we killed it.
We have been very busy with the All Out Adventures USA.com ranch down in Archer City.
Super busy. Yeah, it's been kicking off.
Yeah.
And
So
we've been going.
we've all guided separately.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, Josh and I guided together. You and Ryan
Ryan.
guided together.
Yeah.
Jace was down last weekend.
Yep. Jason was down last weekend.
And it looks like we finally have all the pieces in place to open up.
No, it's open.
The back section.
It's open.
It's done. We passed.
The inspection is passed.
Yep.
Ooh, thank
Finally.
the Lord.
Have you not seen all the new pigs in there?
I've seen a lot of pigs, and there's some lunkers in there.
Yeah.
I know there's a.
I'm seriously thinking about going down like on a Tuesday.
Just to go say hi to him or
No,
what?
just to knock down one of those lunkers before Chance and his boys get in there and eat all the good stuff. But yeah, there's a bunch of new pigs in there. We opened up the final section, which is nice. Yeah. Got the high fence up. Obviously, we've talked about that a lot, and that's been a struggle. Jace was down there, and of course, Jace looks at things through a much more
the general.
a much more buttoned up eye than we do.
Yeah, he
Because-
went through the whole thing more than all three of us did.
Scott was down there when the guy was finishing the fence, and you actually jumped in and helped him put the fence
Yeah,
up.
I was down there.
Now, just for clarity,
Yeah.
when I talked to you on the phone and you were down there, you said that the guy hadn't put any predator wire up, so you were going to go ahead and you're going to put the predator wire up just to get him moving.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify,
Yes.
and you did that.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't know who else got a call from Jason, but I don't have as much ass as I did before.
Because you got a chewing out? Or
Because
what?
he wanted to know who in the hell thought the way that the predator wire fence was attached to the high fence was going to be acceptable in any universe.
Yeah.
So how are you going to? I just want to see this.
Well, I got that conversation with Jason already. So my ass was sore for a little while of getting chewed
you
out.
can't hear words you're saying.
My ass was sore from getting chewed out. Well, we got down there and I wasn't even supposed to even work. Like it was.
Yeah, you there the guide.
I was there to guide, and there was 8 people there. I mean, it was a big group.
Yeah.
So it was me and Ryan, and then the fence guy was still there, and I walked out to the back. I was like, "Oh, let's go out to the back and see how the fence is going." And I looked around. I was like, "Oh shit!" I looked at Ryan. I was like, "Dude, we got a lot of work to do." And then I was like, "I don't know how this is gonna go with trying to
not
guiding
make
these
too
guys,
much ruckus.
and trying to be quiet, and then trying to get some of the fence done." And I was just like, "All right, dude, let's just get after it." And so they were trying to finish the last, doing the strands and clips and stuff. And then, I mean, dude, they had starting the south end of predator wire.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right. So I was just like, all right, here we go. it's time to buckle down and get after it and try to get it done. So we were just like kicking fence, and I was like just trying to clip it, keep going. And they're like, well, we'll go back and clip everything. I was like, all right.
Oh, they told you they'd clip the bottom?
Yeah. So they were like, we'll clip all the stuff. And he's like, if you just want to keep, like, just keep going, dude, because you're rocking with the fence. So I just kept rolling.
So you just strung it out.
Yeah, I just strung it out.
You clipped it at the top.
Yeah.
Right.
So I clipped it at the top, and they were like coming back, and they're like, we'll go back and clip everything. I was like, okay. And that's my fault, because I didn't like I kind of walked it, and there was a few spots where I was like, man, like I could just like lift up the predator wire. And he's like, well, I'll run through with dirt, and I'll drop dirt on the bottom of the predator wire. I was like, all right, that's fine. Like that'll
He did that in like 3 spots.
hold it down.
On the whole thing.
Yeah. So, well, it didn't get as much. So then Jason called me, and he's like, man, what the hell? And I was like, oh shit, here we go. And I just like put it on speakerphone and just let it happen. Just let him go. And he's like, dude, like this ain't gonna work. Like, look at all the clips. And I was like, oh shit.
I thought
The double problem with that is Yoshi and I went down the week after you,
Yeah.
and we drove that whole fence
Well, he
line
asked me when he
just
called me,
looking
he
at
says,
it.
how did it look? I said, we didn't get out and like walk the fence
Yeah,
line
we
or
drove-
anything.
we
We
drove
drove the whole thing, because that was
Yeah.
what I mainly wanted to know, if we could drive around the whole thing. But
Well, it's like a highway around the thing.
oh yeah,
I mean,
so you
it's-
can clear as day drive around, but I didn't.
Yeah.
The only thing I noticed was some of the T-posts weren't in.
And
all
we
the way
remember we
past the
talked
T.
about, does the predator wire need
Yeah.
buried a little bit? Because we saw it, just laying on top.
Yeah.
And we're like, do we get out and
Well, I didn't
dig
think
it
about the
down,
clips,
or-
but when the predator one, we did it on the other pen, it was somewhat like that before, and then over time the grass
Yeah, the
grows
gra-
and
yeah.
everything else comes through.
Kinda
But I
comes through,
thought we
yeah.
had laid another layer like underneath. I
Flat.
didn't realize it was just over
No,
the
it was
top.
just over the top. And the issue that was kind of like, I even saw, and I told Jay, I was like, hey, I kind of went back as much as I could with the time I had. I was like, dude, I went through with like, and just started clipping back. And I was like, that's as much as I could get done.
Until his barn sourness kicked in.
No, actually, I didn't have that. I really didn't this time. Ask Ryan.
I'm going to ask Ryan.
You can definitely ask Ryan. This, for some reason, like this trip, I even asked him, I was like, hey, what time do you want to get going? And he's like, oh, I don't care. And I was like, I don't know, like 6:30, you want to roll? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So it wasn't that. I think
because it was 6:30.
we left at 6:30.
Because it was 6:30. He's like, hey, what time do you want to get up and leave? I don't know, 6:30 is good.
What time did we leave? 11?
Oh, 10:30.
Yeah, you guys stayed way. I was wondering, like, I kept seeing like pictures coming
Here's
up
the-
on the
the
thing. And I was
best
like,
part.
it's Monday. Where are they?
He's trying to coast over this. He said, hey, Ryan, what time do you want to get up and leave?
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, well, I guess like 6:30.
He knows the answer that he has to say,
No,
so
no.
he's just going to say it.
He just said, so we got out of there at 6:30,
Yeah.
which means there was no wake up at 6:30. He was up at 5. He had everything loaded. He was standing inside, tapping his foot, waiting for Ryan to open one eye.
No.
And as soon as he did, he's like, I already packed your stuff. Here's your toothbrush. Let's go.
Get in the
I'll
truck.
brush your teeth for you. Let's go.
Because not being barn sour, I would expect 8 o'clock. I think 8
Yeah.
o'clock is like, that's a good get up, shake it off.
For down there after a long weekend,
Maybe
yeah.
just double check that we didn't miss anything and then take off. 6:30.
That's my fear. Do you not ever worry about, like, did I forget to do this? Did I lock the gate? Did I do that?
No, because I do it all the night before.
Yeah, but still, even like the stuff
And
I do
then-
the night before, I'm like, oh, I forgot this. I forgot that.
The night before.
He wakes up with, let's go home. The only there's one thought in his head. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. And you're like, hey, did you do that? Let's go home.
Even Lisa, so like Lisa listened to the last podcast. Sorry, speak of the devil. My wife is calling. The last couple podcasts, you guys were talking about that of me being barn soured, getting the hell out of there. And she like looked at me and we were watching it and she goes, that is you. She goes, you do that on vacations, on trips we go to, wherever we go. She's like, we're like 2 days before we go and you're already like chomping at the bit. You're making phone calls. Like you're like packing the bag and like you're ready to go. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I have this thing and I don't know why I do it. I just like going down there.
Yeah, going down there, he could take 3 days to drive down there.
Absolutely.
He wants to stop along the way. We got to do this. We're going to stop here. We got to see that.
Yeah.
And then The night before it's time to leave, he's like, "You guys want to leave right now?
I don't know.
We can leave now."
It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, well, I know the trip's coming to an end.
You know nothing.
And that's it. And it's like, all right, let's hurry up and get home.
So I've made this statement several times. Thursday's a travel day. Monday's a travel day. They're just washout days.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to get home and do anything, Scott. And don't lie to us and say you do. You get home, you're like, oh, I got to get my trailer ready. Yeah, you got to get 2 bags of tools that are already just sitting. You got to take those out of the truck, walk over and put them down in the trailer.
No, they're already in the trailer.
I was gonna say he didn't take any of his tools last
But
trip.
no, like you're not telling me, oh, I gotta get my trailer ready to go. Your trailer's been ready to go for 3 months.
Yeah, it's just what I mean by that is like I gotta hook up to the trailer.
Oh, so, dude, that 45 seconds, important. Can you not see that? Like Thursday's a travel day. We know we're not.
Oh, for sure.
By the time we get down there,
yeah, it's whatever.
It's
it
a
could
burn
be
day.
2:00 in the afternoon, or it could be 2 a.m.
Right?
It doesn't matter.
It's a whole burn day.
I know.
You don't plan anything to happen on Thursday.
It's just like the next. I have this thing is like the earlier we leave, the sooner we get home, and when I get home, I can like take my clothes out. I can wash those clothes that I brought. I can like unwind.
Yeah, because he only has 4 pair of jeans.
Yeah. No.
I actually only have 4 pairs of jeans right now.
He's got more pants than I do, probably. I have like 5 friggin' stacks of pants.
I got all you guys beating hoodies for sure.
So it's not like he's got to. It's not like you've got to get home to wash the only pants you have to go to work.
No, but it's just like it's like an unwind thing. I say that's enough. Next question. I feel like we're in court.
I'm just saying. Do you think?
I object.
Do you think?
We're on the page of making fun of Scott.
Over this winter,
At least that's a better one. That's a camo one. And it's like a stocking hat.
From Southern
you be nice to my little friend. Come on, Corky.
Does this go into what happened at
Yeah.
Buc-ee's? Should I wear this there next
That
time?
would be perfect, Corky. Maybe this winter we can just say, let's find a way to make Scott comfortable with travel home day.
It's never going to happen.
Here's the thing. Let's switch partners next. You go with Ryan. I'm going to go with Scott. And guess what time I'm going to wake up on Monday?
Monday?
9.
We're coming home on Sunday.
No. I go home on Monday.
Oh, yeah. See? You'll be staying at the ranch. I'll leave your ass there.
You'll have to drive one of your vehicles because he will just leave you there. I don't think he'd leave you with your vehicle.
Oh, he could leave me there once.
And it'd never happen again.
I wouldn't live to see the next day.
I mean, everything costs.
Oh, for sure. No, I don't think I'd leave you, but no.
In Scott's defense, we need to just put our foot down more.
He just gets
Because
so
he
tight.
controlled 3 grown-ass men on when we wanted to go
He was
home.
so
if we
wound.
want to be mad at anybody, we should be mad at ourselves.
You're right. Because we had a plan. When we were all down there, we had a plan because we wanted to catch that sunrise shot with the drone.
Yeah.
And the sun was just starting to peak. It was going to be like 10, 15 minutes max. We had the drone out and ready, and you're like, we got to go now.
Gotta go now.
Come on, we got to get out of here. We're never going to, if you guys don't get this now, we're
No,
not.
I said it was overcast, and it was, and then we got
How
to
was that
Lucky's.
sunrise?
Yeah, it was really pretty.
It
nice.
looked really good on
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, it was a beautiful Texas
Thanks.
sunrise.
Okay,
I know.
Just wanted to verify that.
I just, I don't know.
So everybody that goes with him from now on just needs to sleep till 8 o'clock.
I can sleep till 10.
8.
Yeah, just sleep until 8 o'clock. That way he can get up and stew around all he wants. And then after you get up at 8, make sure you get all your stuff together, take a shower, brush your teeth, double check your packing.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting in the truck on TikTok waiting you guys to get in by 5 a.m.
And we'll just leave him just sitting there, just steaming. It'll be a quiet ride home.
But when's the next time we're all going to go
I don't know.
together?
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's
to-
kind of booked for themselves the rest of the trip. Well, you and I are going to go in January.
In January, we're going.
I did invite
You
Trevor.
whore.
I don't want to hear it, mister.
Trevor, if you want to come with, you can come with us.
You pick him over
It's going to be fun.
him over me.
No, these are the ones that I told you that
Him over me.
he cuddles better.
No, he definitely doesn't.
No, that's the one I told you if you wanted to come with us, you can.
Yeah, I don't have a January date.
There's four guys that are going, and it's a really, really good friend of mine, Justin. He's
Not the fence guy.
no, no.
Because if he books, I'm going.
We're gonna have round and round here. It's time to get in the octagon, bitch.
No, I'm just gonna wait for him to be in a blind, and then I'm just gonna like take the truck right
Push
down
it
the
over?
middle. No, I'm just gonna take it right through the middle of like all the roads and like
Scare everything.
oh
off.
yeah. Maybe I'll take my pistol and just
He's yelling, hey, 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 clapping and yelling.
Do a desk pop.
Yeah. No, it's a good friend of ours. He used to live here in Colorado, and he moved to Arizona, and he's going down in a couple buddies, and it'll be fun. He's a blast, so it'd be a fun one. But
yeah, I
should be
don't.
good.
I obviously I don't have a December date.
yeah, no one's in December. Well,
Jace
shoot.
was the only December date,
Chance took the rest of
and then
December.
Chance took him up. So I don't have a January date. So I'm probably
What are
gonna.
we?
January 16th through the 18th.
Boom.
Or if we want to follow to our schedule, it'll be the 15th to the 19th.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
We'll drive 2 vehicles.
That's fine.
Well, if we all leave from here, we're going to have to take 2 vehicles. Hey, there's...
Then
Oh, it's in Michigan. Never mind. I was like, there's pigs at the ranch.
Scott can leave anytime he wants.
Scott can leave anytime he wants?
Yeah, if we take 2 vehicles down,
Oh, yeah.
he
then
can wake
just
up at
go whenever.
5 and leave.
5. If
4:30?
I'm leaving, dude, it's
Sunday night.
3:30,
Yeah.
4 o'clock. I'm
No,
hitting the road.
God, not happening.
No,
ever.
this will be perfect.
Yeah.
Never happening.
I'll come get you the night before, make it that morning or whatever. But you'll leave from your house, and I'll leave from my house, and we'll see who gets there first. No racing, no like wagers or anything.
Turning the chip up.
Yeah, none of that.
Lord.
None of that
No
crap.
tuning it.
Yeah.
Just get in there. Just first person there, and
Well, I'm
we'll,
gonna be
we'll
pulling-
end our battle.
I'm gonna pull a trailer, so
Your fucking golf cart.
yeah, I'm taking the golf cart.
Okay, I'll
Whoa,
hook
whoa,
a trailer
whoa,
to
hold
me
on.
too.
I need a timeout on the field.
All right, time out.
You're only going to bring the golf cart when you go?
No,
Oh,
I had to finish the rest
What
of
did you
it.
have to finish?
before- the lights and stuff on it.
It looked pretty lit up in the pictures.
Well, yeah, that was the dome lights on there. The problem is, dude, with everything in Texas, is when you leave it there, it gets ruined. So when you guys go, you guys can take the golf cart. It's at my house.
well, remember, I did say that every time I take something of Scott's, I break it.
This is true. Everything Josh touches,
this
he
is
breaks.
being recorded right now. He just said, stop by and get the golf cart when we go down.
Yeah, if you
Well,
guys,
I did ask to just leave it. It would have been 4 more days that it would have been down there, and we would have just towed it home for you.
well, I guess I could have left the trailer and everything too,
Coulda.
but I was gonna take the
shoulda,
golf
woulda.
cart down. I just, if you want, when you guys go and you guys
We'll just
take
buy our
it,
own
just
golf
grab
cart.
it. Just grab the trailer and grab the golf cart.
We'll just get our own golf cart.
No, that'd be
Have a golf cart competition. Who can have a better, cooler one?
Ours won't
Mine
be.
will always
Ours won't
be
be
cooler.
like
I'm gonna find a 10-seater.
no.
yeah.
No, we're gonna get just a regular, and then we're gonna put super beefy tires,
Bigger than what I got on mine?
then
One
we're-
up size from everything.
and then we're just gonna
Scott
camo
has.
it out.
I'm down. I'm whatever you want to do.
So whenever he sees it, he's like,
No,
curses.
it won't be that way because I'll put more money into mine and make it even cooler.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
We were actually gonna take my e-bikes down.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you take them or no?
No, because he had a lot of work stuff going on, and he ended up working like
we didn't leave till
Wednesday
1.
night. He worked until like Thursday morning and came home.
Loaded and
No, he came home Thursday morning, took a shower, changed, went back, finished up the work that he had to do, and then I met him at his
shit.
house at like 2:00.
damn.
And
You
so-
drove out to Kiowa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I forgot to tell him not to go the way the GPS said because he had to do about 40 miles of dirt road.
Oh shit! You took the
Into,
He went
coming the
270 to
back end?
I-70,
Oh,
but
damn.
off the Kiowa Bennett Road.
Yeah.
yeah, and it was in K
That's
Miller's little
Yeah.
sedan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. Going
So
down
that
all
thing was we just chattered all.
Yeah, next time go through Elizabeth, through Kiowa.
Yeah, and then if you
And
go
then
down
it's
and
like-
you make the left, it's only like
6 miles of dirt.
not even
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, less than that.
Yeah, it was not good. But So we didn't get to take the e-bikes down, which is fine. They'll be cool down there. They'd be fun to have.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. It'd be cool to.
Because I have the big fat tire, like off-road
Yeah.
e-bikes.
Yep.
So we could cruise all over in the pen to breakfast.
And it's cool because it's like, it's super quiet
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know it's coming through. Even the golf cart, like going through, like, dude, it's super quiet going through there. And one of the guys actually forgot something. I dropped him off at the Dead Pit and they were sitting down there. And he's like, oh, shoot, I forgot. He's like, do you think you could? And I was like, yeah, no problem. So we went back with the golf cart, came back in the golf
You
cart.
dropped him off at the Dead Pit?
Yeah.
That blind right there.
Porterhouse.
Porterhouse. Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now?
Well, Jason changed it. It used to be Porterhouse because what it was a giant, like, handicap porter potty. And we just kind of.
Porterhouse sounds like a good steak.
Well, and that's what I was like, oh.
Porta potty sounds like a shitty place to sit.
Yeah. So I like Porterhouse, but that's what I was like, why don't we just name it Porterhouse? And I was like, oh, it's a good one. And then we got rid of that blind and
We can still call it the Porterhouse.
ditched it. So the Porterhouse. But Jason started.
We could reuse that blind.
He's like, yeah, Dead Pit. And I was like,
You could hunt coyotes from the Dead Pit out of the Porterhouse.
yeah, because you can see
We
him
should
there.
set it up.
The windows are still in it.
Yeah, we should we'll drag it back out of there. Go where the point is.
And just set it
And
right
set
there
it
and
right
just
there,
face it
right-
towards the other way. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, and then speaking of coyotes, freaking Jason, I told him when he got down there, he's like, man, like the coyotes are this. And he was telling me about the holes and stuff in the fence. And I was like, man, like, I said, I think it's time. I know we've been waiting on wanting to shoot coyotes because we let the coyotes eat all the carcasses and
Right.
clean up stuff. And it's not a big deal, but them going in and out. And I was like, I think it's time we should start shooting them. He's like, well, I think if we set them up and start trapping them, and he's like, we'll just trap them when
Yeah.
they're coming through the hole. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And I told him, I said, dude, there is one dog that has been in there. And I was like, he is a monster.
That one that looks like a German
Yes.
Shepherd now? Do you see that boy?
an
I think
absolute
he's the one that when we were talking about.
tank. And his coat on him is beautiful.
He's
long,
thick.
thick tail,
Yeah.
like gorgeous head. Like, and I told Jason, I was like, if there is any dog that you want to trap, I said, that's the dog. Club that sucker because I'm going to get him mounted. I said, I'm going to do a full body mount of that thing. And he's like, okay. Literally first setup, he sets it up, snags the dog. And he's like, I was taking him down and he said, oh shit, I got one. And he's like, dude, it was one of the biggest coyotes. He goes, dude, I think it was that coyote that has been in there. And he's like, he tore that whole thing and ripped it apart and tore the snare, broke it in half and ripped off.
He
And-
tore the snare at the swivel. Huh?
Yeah, right at the swivel, broke it right off. And I was like, well, there goes that chance of having that dog.
Oh no, he's probably back over
He'll
there
be
eating
back
right now.
He's the one that they were getting smart enough where we would put concrete on the fence or where the holes were.
Yeah.
They were starting
they're-
to dig around the concrete.
Just go on the side of it.
to the
right,
next side
right
of
to
it.
the very
right
next
next to
side of it because
Yeah.
that dirt is the next softest
It's the
thing.
next thing for them to dig through.
Yeah, it's tough.
And
And
it's-
we've all talked about how you can possibly fix that. You know, take a trencher down there, and then you got to have a pump truck. But then, I mean,
you
how many
imagine
how
how
many
much it-
thousands of dollars is that in a pump truck and concrete? Even if we rented a ditch witch,
If you did a footer wall, like a 2-foot footer wall, all the way down that
I was
whole
thinking
thing,
if we just make our highway around the whole perimeter, and I mean, it doesn't need to be pretty. Just order a couple concrete trucks and just have them drive right down the fence and just pour a little footer over the fence.
yeah, but then if it's
It doesn't
on
need to be
top-
formed and perfect.
But if
and
it's on
everything.
top, they're just going to dig right underneath that. It's got to get down into the ground is the problem because they'll go right underneath that concrete is the issue.
so the way to do it would be when we put the high fence up, then you go like 2 foot out from that, dig a trench all the way down, and then hang the predator wire down into the trench and around.
Yeah.
And then pour the concrete into that
Into
pocket.
the trench, you'd have to.
Yeah, it'd be the only way.
It'd
to
be
do-
so.
Dude, that's so expensive.
much.
though.
It is, and that's why I think that's why I told Jay I was like, hey, like at this point, like let's just start shooting dogs, and I said we'll eliminate some of them. I mean, they're never going to go away. They're always out there, but at least at this point, there's so dang many that it's time.
And they're
to-
getting big. And I mean, even you heard them when we were out there. I mean, they were right behind the blinds.
I always feel like they're so much farther away than they actually. What
No,
they sound. Like,
some of
I feel
those-
like you can hear if they're ones that are like, oh yeah, that he's right there,
And there were some that were like,
by the dead pit but
no, it wasn't even that far. It was where Oliver was. But but they were like
right there.
When we went walking out, I mean, you could hear them almost like slapping their lips.
Yeah.
I mean, they were,
No.
and it was like this little pod would kick up, and then you'd hear that one, that one, that one.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were
Just
like
talking to each other.
triangulating the whole damn pen.
I know it's like right when that sun goes down, it's like they pop off and they do it for about 3 minutes and then they shut
But this
off.
was even late.
Yeah.
This was even later because we had guys in blinds.
Yeah.
You know,
It
so
was
they-
that single one. He kept barking. Oh. I about told one of the guys, all right, someone pop a shot off so that
shoot that
dude shut up.
Well, and that's the thing because obviously the pigs don't like the coyotes. And
Yeah.
so if the coyotes are right up on the fence barking and howling, you know, that's just, you know, we talk about percentages. That's one more,
Yeah.
you know, chunk,
More, yeah.
5% less that you're going to get that shot off.
Yeah.
We definitely had a tough time. We had a tough time on our.
Yeah, that's
trip.
what when I was talking to Josh about it, and he was like, "Man, it was tough. It was rough." And ours wasn't because we were like, I mean, we were one of the first go rounds
Sure.
of it, so it was.
And those hogs had been in there a while.
Yeah, they've been in there
So
for a while, so they were used to it, and it was pretty. Like, go set the guys up. Just the issue is you know, that group, they want to kind of just push the limits on things, and like you guys talked about the last podcast, it was like, dude, your odds are going down less and less and less and less. The more shit you want to do, the scent control, the wind's bad, like you're just hurting yourselves. And I mean, these guys, they're like, we want to sit in every blind. I'm like, do you realize like the wind is blowing literally right to the feeder? Like this isn't
if you're on
it's
the,
not gonna work. Like
if you're on the south side,
yeah, and I'm like,
You just blew the whole field out for
you're
everybody.
literally blowing it from you all the way down.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we don't care about the wind. We don't care. And then they made the comment of, oh, we only shot 2. I'm like,
Because you covered
Well,
every inch of the property.
you
It
wonder
just goes
why.
where people just think
you
about
said it
things
weird,
differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
just,
and our guys wanted to get out really early. Why, I don't know. But they wanted to get out as early as they could. And I mean, they didn't sleep well. They had been up all day, and it just turned I mean, we talked about it last week, or 2 weeks ago, but I know that one of our guys missed a perfect opportunity
yeah.
because he was probably taking a nap. There's no way that, I mean, just the one picture from the trail cam, there's no way that if you're sitting in that blind, you would have heard that troop come through.
It was probably the group of 10 or 12
Yeah,
of
there
them
were
that
12.
came in.
Well, when Josh told me, he's like, yeah, they didn't end up shooting anything. And I was like, you sure? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, I just watched the feeder go off and I watched the pigs come in. Like, what do you mean they didn't shoot? And he goes, yeah, they didn't. I was like, there's 2 different pictures.
Yeah.
And it's like 20 minutes of them being there. And I was like, what do you mean he didn't? And he was like, yeah. He's like, we're pretty sure he was sleeping. And
He
I was
said
like,
he
he
didn't-
had to have been.
He said, I was watching and that like 2 came through, but they were way out on the edge and you couldn't. I was like,
We had one time, I was down there
Okay.
with a set of guys. It was a father and a son. And the dad texts me. He's like, I'm pretty sure my son's phone died. He's like, I haven't been able to hear from him. He's like, come get me and look at this. And his son was farther down than him was. So I picked up the dad first, looked for his pig, got that picked up. And then we go down to where his son was and just zonked
Out.
out.
Out
And
like
we
a
went
light.
out. His pig was under the feeder, luckily, but he had shot at another one. So we went chomping around, flashlights. The truck was down there, everything. Well, when we came back after finding his second one, we like shine the light up in the thing. And then he came to and looked up and he's like, hey, what's going on, guys? We're like, how was your nap, buddy? Oh, I wasn't sleeping. Like, dude, we've been here for the last 30 minutes. We found both your pigs, everything else like that. And then same thing happened the second night.
Yeah.
He was passed out sleeping, missed all of his pigs.
yeah. And the guy,
That's too funny.
the guy that missed that shot was the leader of the group, the guy that books the trip.
That's a bummer.
So, I mean, you don't want to rib him too hard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you also want to let him know that,
hey, dude,
You didn't.
like-
you wouldn't have gotten skunked.
Yeah, you would have got skunked, but
Yeah, you would have been just fine. So I'm sure Jason's talked to you guys about it too, but Jason and I talked on the phone a lot this last week, which is weird because he's so busy.
I was gonna say, well, and that's why you see us three.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Jason's not here.
Jason's been so crazy busy up at the place in Brush, and
Yeah, he's been nonstop guiding and all that stuff.
he's been putting
crazy
pictures
busy.
up of just flocks,
Oh yeah,
They killed 70 today.
snow
Yeah.
geese. Yeah.
they've been
No,
smashing birds.
cans.
Oh
That's what
really?
they hunted this morning.
Oh, I thought it was.
It was a mix of cans and snow.
I thought it was
there's-
snow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, he's killing a bunch of shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
they're
he's
just
pounding
knocking birds
which
down.
is cool. Yeah,
But he and I were talking about it because the group that he had down was a father, I believe it was 2 sons and a nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And they had been doing the year to become a man. Like the
Oh, that's
entire
cool.
last year has been doing things like the manly
Yeah.
things that men used to do. And the culmination was this trip,
Oh, that's
which
cool.
was kind of like the,
Sweet. Yeah.
you know, we're gonna, and they shot a hog, and I know Jace said they drug it over to the fire pit and they ate hog that night,
No, that's cool.
which is really
Yeah.
cool.
That's fun.
And he and I have been talking back and forth. I mean, not a ton because he's so busy, but small spurts. I would really like to find a way to market more of the guys' weekend stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much like seasoned hunters that want to come. Those are great. And you book all of them, you can.
Oh yeah.
But man, if we could find that niche to, like guys that live in my neighborhood,
Right.
they're not, I mean, nothing against them, but they're not like guys.
Yeah. No.
I'm probably the most manly guy within a mile of here. And it is what it is, but
And nothing bad.
it's-
nothing bad.
people live
against,
different experiences,
Yeah,
different lanes, but
and people live different lives.
But just think if we start to put together and promote packages where you get, 4 or 6 man friend groups that don't really know, like they've never really been hunters. None of them are there to take the lead. So they never do it because they don't
right.
want to be dumb. I mean, you see when new guys come around, 90% of the hunters just like,
Yeah.
and you watch them in like Facebook groups asking about, hey guys, I was thinking of getting into hunting. Can you give me some? And they're like, yeah, just get out in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get you put a comment in and like to each their own. Like I get like some guys, but damn, like I watch a lot of like hunting videos and stuff like that. Like I have a ton, and you get guys that are like, hey, like if at this scenario, like what would you do on this point? And dude, you'll get
They just
40
hammer 'em.
comments of just dudes just bashing other guys. I'm like, dude, like he doesn't know any better.
He's asking.
Like he's actually asking a legitimate question.
And you know
on,
how
like,
many-
what the best option?
Do you know
would
how
be.
long that guy probably sat there?
And
Debated
it
hitting the
started
send button?
and was like,
No, I can't say.
no, and palms are sweating.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I know, like I'm new to this. Like I don't
Like
know.
I need to know. I need to ask the questions.
100%.
You know what's going to happen. But what if there's a scenario
Right.
through the ranch where you get those groups of 4
I
and
think
6
we just need to
guys?
promote it better because I don't know the pricing on it or anything, but we have an option to do like the all out thing with it where we can do a bunch of training and like we'll show you how to process the pig and then do shooting, tutorials and things like that. Or like when Jason and I think Nathan's now doing it, when they bring down the Sentinel group, like those guys camp out in the pen. All that trip is about how to like be a man and like do things like the old days and like.
Well, just think if we could add a couple good bookings a year of groups like that, where it's like, all right, here's the deal. Everyone's going to drive in on Thursday. Thursday night, we'll kind of just go through gear, make sure everybody's kind of settled.
Yeah.
Friday morning, we get up. Maybe we go over to the range and
Go shoot.
Show them how to break down.
Yeah, break down a gun. That's
down a
do gun
gun.
tutorials.
Put the gun. Even like I carry a pistol the whole time we're there. Most of us do, but a lot of these guys don't know.
Yeah.
What happens.
Right.
I just had my daughter Autumn's fiance recently turned 21 and was able to buy his first
Pistol.
pistol.
I always forget that switched to 21.
Yeah. So he immediately just drove straight over here, and we sat down in my office, and I just showed. I was like, "This is every gun is loaded. Every gun is loaded, no matter what."
Yeah.
But I was like, "Hey, these are things you need to know. This is your pistol, so you 100% need to know, all of these things about it." I showed him. I put a mag in, racked around, took the mag out.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Is the gun unloaded?" And he just was like, I was like, "No,
It's not.
no gun is ever unloaded, especially this gun, because taking the magazine out doesn't clear the chamber." I showed him how to clear the chamber. I showed him, when anyone hands you a pistol, what do? You always, pull that slide and make sure that you're clear. But then I was like, "Hey, do you know how to take your gun apart?"
Yeah.
Just
people don't
maybe
know.
not fully apart.
Yeah, you don't need to pull the trigger mechanism off.
Right.
You need to pop the slide out, pull the
You
barrel.
got to pull the slide
spring.
out, pull the spring. You
Yeah.
probably need to, clean the spring and lube it.
Yeah, I think most
Guys don't know how.
No, most guys don't know how to do that, and which is fine. Like if you don't know how,
Right. If you don't know how, but it was great.
you should learn.
It was great that my daughter and Jesus,
Yeah.
and I know it was probably tough on him because he
Oh,
wants to be,
I'm sure.
and you never want to go to your girl's dad and tell him you don't know how to do
Yeah,
something.
you don't know. 100%. Now, even
like-
if you have to fake it till you make it, like you
don't
do
care. If
what
you're on
you got to
YouTube-
do to make it.
If you're on
like,
YouTube for a month trying to figure it out,
no, I'd be sweating palms like,
Yeah.
all right, YouTube, watching videos,
Yeah.
like, okay, I
But
know
it-
if you pull the trigger and then it'll make sure it's like this. All right, yeah,
So
I got it.
he came over super humble.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we just sat down and we took it apart and put it back together. Check this, check that, looked at this. When you put it away like this. And just because you put it away like that, you cannot trust the fact that it's still like that when you open it up.
Yep.
Double check yourself, put it there. But if you spend a Friday morning with these guys sitting down, even with their rifles, let's look at this, let's look at that. Giving them that sense of confidence and security.
Yeah, and I think a lot too, especially that like confidence part, because I know for a lot of people, when I was at the hunting store when I was working there, it a lot of guys like come in and they don't want to feel like they
You
want
don't want
to
to belittle them.
Yeah, they don't want to be like talked down to. Like it's just like they go in like kind of knowing, but they don't.
They know exactly what the guy that told them what gun to buy told them.
Right. And
And the only reason they're coming to buy that gun is because
Right.
one guy said, "This is the best gun."
Yeah, yeah. And
And you watch him
this-
come in and get double action pistols.
Yeah, and and it's just like, there's no reason. And we all started from nothing. We all started from scratch. Like we didn't know.
You're not born.
No, you're not born coming out of the womb, dude. Six shooter, like just knowing, like, no, we're not the Duke. Like we don't know that. Like
Yeah.
so, we all were taught. I was taught by our old man and Jason. Like
Yep.
though, when I was, 10, 11, 12 years old, like Christmas gifts were a new shotgun, a new rifle,
Right.
and that was like it. And we were shooting rabbits on the ranch, and we were taught that way. So I was taught from a little age. Josh the same way. Josh was taught from a small age, and so
Yeah.
as a kid. So growing up that way, obviously we have
advantages.
we have an advantage of it. But I will never.
Why do people feel the necessity to gatekeep shit?
Yeah, I don't know. And
I'm like,
and
I want everyone to be the safest they can because I'm going to be in the woods where you're in the woods.
100%.
So why would I want to gatekeep information
And
that
I
puts me in danger?
Exactly. And that's why, like, and I get, like, even as a kid, like, I looked up to a lot of guys, like, on the sports channel.
Sure.
And, like, watching, like, Jim Shockey was one of my all-time, like, and I'm still a huge fan of Jim Shockey. The guy is a world-renowned hunter. And there's a lot of guys out there that are that way, and they got very big in what they do.
Sure.
But then you have other guys that are like, yeah, they're the weekend hunters or they're the shooters. And dude, they just act like they're this great white hunter and great white shooter. And it's just like, dude, like, why do you have to be that way? If you're all wanting to get into it, help anybody you possibly
Yeah, I mean, you
can
should be
out.
helping.
And
You should be helping the sport, or you should be helping.
100%.
I mean, we all got to be looking at safety, conservation,
absolutely.
all
And
the
it-
important things.
And it goes into anything, whether it's basketball, football, anything like that, or it goes into rodeo or anything like that. Like if you're going in as like competition, you're going in as a, for a hobby, or dude, if you can help anybody,
Yeah.
Why not?
why not help them out?
Well-
Show them, hey, dude, like I know somebody showed you this way, but honestly, like I wouldn't do this way because this, and this.
And-
And it's not the right way to do that. Do it this way, and I promise you'll succeed
Sure.
50% more than what you were doing before.
I believe that I'm a pretty knowledgeable guy, pretty well-rounded.
For sure.
I
Some days.
still lean on you guys. First, I'll be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or what about, obviously you guys have been down on the ranch many years, and I come down there and pretty intelligent guy, pretty well-rounded.
Yeah.
I can shoot.
You can hold your own.
I can do what I'm supposed to do. But we'll get down there, and even with Josh or you, or especially with Jace, I'll just be like, hey, when I see this and I'm looking at it this way,
Right.
what are you seeing?
Yeah.
Because
Because I may look at it this way,
right, and it's
and you're looking at it this way. Why are you looking at it
right.
this
Why
way?
am I looking at it this
and
way?
why am I
Or
looking at it this way?
was there a time when you looked at it this way because you were still kind of green to it?
Yeah.
And then someone showed you just that little tiny change. You're like, oh, that makes sense. But then you see a new guy come in and he's like looking at it the way you looked at it through young eyes. And you're like, hey, listen, I see what you're doing right there. And I get it because that's where I was too.
Right.
Let me help you out.
Yeah.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Well, then thinking about these guys or guys trip weekends, even to the point of, Friday we go over their guns, we go down to the range, we shoot a little bit, get everybody ready. Even especially if they're really new or haven't, really been in the wild and doing things. What about sitting in the blind with them?
I've done it before.
You
I've sat
take
in
some of
blind
these
with
guys out
stuff,
there and you
yeah.
sit with them.
Yeah.
You put them obviously at the window.
Yeah.
But
And I've sat behind them.
how comforting would it be, or how empowering would it be, knowing that you've got a guy that knows what the fuck he's doing right behind you when those hogs come in for the first time and you're antsy as shit and you want to
Jittering and ready
and you
just
want to
to
get that
pull the
shot
trigger,
like as soon
yeah.
as they walk in and you got somebody that says, hey,
Just wait.
Just breathe.
relax.
Yeah.
Check
And
check
100%.
check your optic.
Yep.
Are you good there? Okay. Loosen your swivel just a little tiny bit. We're going to shoot on the exhale,
Shit,
And-
even
and
being
I-
a noon term, I don't need that. If I ever go hunting with Jason, I need him behind me going, hey, take a deep breath real quick, would you?
Hey, relax, man.
Yeah. Jason paid me one of the biggest compliments in the world when we showed him the scope video from when I shot. He was like, how did you sit there with all those hogs
And have the
for
patience
that
to wait
long
for the
to wait
biggest
until
one.
that shot? And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, they came in and I knew there was food on the ground.
Yeah.
And if I didn't do anything dumb, the perfect situation was going to find itself.
It was gonna happen.
But I will tell you that when they first came in, I got up on that rifle and I was like, oh, I got to shoot.
Pull the trigger.
I got to shoot. I can't go. I cannot have 2 trigger pulls and 0 hogs.
See, and that's where a seasoned hunter would wait, because I'd wait for 2 of them and walk right behind each other, and I'd blast through both.
I was just trying to avoid the bacon bits.
yeah.
But just think if you,
No, and
just think if
it'd
you
be cool.
empower guys like that.
Yeah.
You go, there's 2 of us down there. You put 2 of them on the windows and one of us sitting behind them, just talking them through it, keeping them cool, letting them know, hey, don't move around in your chair. Don't.
Yeah.
I think even for the promotional side of it, maybe we just need to do it, internally first of all. And, if we see situations of like father and son or first timers and stuff like that, just come up with new creative ways to do it while they're down
keep them
there.
engaged.
And then, the word spreading through. Because
Yeah.
like when we had the show, there was a lot of guys that came up as father and son, or, hey, I want to get, a group of friends together and do this. And we asked like what kind of package we can kind of customize things. And if you guys want to do a little extra, do something different, we can offer different things for you. But I think some of it we just need to start figuring out on our own and just,
Yeah, I know there's a market for it.
yeah.
Well, for
And I
sure.
know there's a
I'm
market for
sure
people
there
that,
is.
people want to be able to say they've done this or had this experience, but how many guys just are afraid to book it because they don't want to show up.
They don't
want
know
to show
what's
up
going
down
on.
there at all out and be like,
I've never
yeah.
done this before.
What do we do?
Yeah. Yeah, and I will say I do get bad about that because we've done it for so long. We've done it
You just expect everybody that
Yeah.
comes down to know what they're doing.
yeah, and we've done it our whole lives, and I've never. It's not like I have to slow myself down because I get to that. All right, grab your stuff. Let's go. Let's get in the blind. All right. As soon as they come in, dude, pull the trigger. And I'm like, man, like,
Yeah, I never
hold on.
experienced that with Scott.
Like, pump the brakes for a second. Well, with you, Trevor, it's different. I don't give a shit what you do in the blind. Do what the hell you want. I don't care.
He's like, I don't know.
Shoot the freaking roof off.
He's
I
like,
don't give a shit.
there might be rounds in this mag. I don't know.
Yeah, figure it out. I don't know. Throw the freaking gun at him.
Oh, by
I
the
don't
way,
care.
I bumped that optic real hard. So
Yeah, I dropped the gun on my way here, and then it fell in the dirt, and I saw there was a bunch of dirt in there, so I just left it. Yeah, that's a difference. You're a different story, Trevor. No, and so it's hard to like try to like, all right, pump the brakes, back myself off, and not everybody's done this their whole lives. Not everybody has. So it's like, all right, like, if you guys have any questions, like, feel free to ask.
Right.
If there's anything that you guys have anything on, and I try to like, we always do a briefing before we go out. I always do one before they go. I get everybody grouped in and I'm like, hey guys, all right, so this is this. If this happens, take your time, relax, breathe. They're gonna stay there for a little while. Like, I try to like,
if they make it to the glowing light under the feeder,
yeah, then
you've got a few.
let them be.
You're fine.
Let them be. So, and that's why I try to like give everybody a briefing before I end up going in there and just like, here you go. Good luck.
Even like, let's say Friday, we go down to the range, we go through pistols, or we go through rifles, we go through all that. Then I mean, it's a great spot because we have the picnic tables right there. Even to the point of, hey guys, grab your gear that you're going to go to the blind with, and bring it out here to the table.
Yeah.
And let's look at
What you got?
Let's look at what you got and why you have it, you know? Because I know me, when I want to try something new, I'll buy 19 of the, Super Inspector Gadget stuff that you think you need. And then you end up with all this stuff, and it's just...
And you use one of the
and
19
it's
things you bought.
congesting your mind.
Yeah.
I've got this, I need that, do I need to do this? And just having them sit on the table and go, okay, guys, let's look at this.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is stay as basic as we can, you know?
Show them all the things they don't need.
The
to take.
less
Right.
the less
Yeah.
moving parts you have in the blind, the better.
Yeah.
You know, so if you got a backpack and it's got 12 things in it and you're trying to reach down there, even just
My favorite one is that if everybody wants to bring snacks for whatever reason. Every single one of them has a Walmart plastic bag.
And
the first thing I
Dorito
say
bag
is,
and
think about all the noise that's gonna make.
yeah, every bag makes noise, but even scent wise, you open a bag of chips, I can smell it from the bunkhouse.
and the pigs will run by. That's Cool Ranch Doritos. I'm out.
You'd have an extra box if you brought Cheetos to the blind.
Ugh, I need gloves.
This dude eats Cheetos with gloves.
What? What's wrong with you?
Latex gloves?
What?
I hate Cheeto dust.
That's
That's
what that's for.
No. I eat Cheetos two ways. Either I put on
Yeah.
latex gloves, or I have chopsticks.
Trevor, that's the wildest shit I've ever
And
heard.
I'll just grab them with chopsticks and eat them.
I thought he was lying.
No,
he
no.
sent me a picture of it. And then we
What
asked
is
Kay
wrong with
Miller.
you?
I can't stand it, dude.
Really?
Yeah. There's
Is it a germ thing or is it just
no,
the
it's
like dust?
It's I hate that feeling. It's not
Really?
germs. Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You've been
I don't. Well,
I am the least I mean,
for sure.
it's not a germ thing. I can't stand the feeling of even like you eat it and you try to lick it off and then you look down and it's just that.
Yeah, crusty on there.
Some will say licking your fingers is the best part at the end.
Yeah, that's like my favorite part.
Somebody lied to you
It's just like my favorite is
because
like
you eat them with chopsticks and you put the chopsticks down when you're done. You go, no mess.
that's no. See, I'm not about the Cheetos. Give me a box of Twinkies. Whew.
Fat kids are us.
I am a
We all are fat kids are us when we go to Texas.
I
Are
am
you
a
kidding me?
Twinkie
It's
lover.
bad. So the first 2 trips down to Texas, I lost like 7-8 pounds.
Beforehand?
No, during the trip.
How?
Why? Oh, because you all the work.
We were dragging this kid. We were sweating our balls off. I'll say after those 2 trips, I've never come home lighter than when I left the house.
I usually come home fatter for sure.
Yeah,
because
I gained a
don't-
few
it's
pounds.
Texas food. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
gained-
talked about this before. It's the same thing. Like every time we go to like, I don't eat this shit when I'm
No.
here. Like, no, I don't buy that crap. But you bet your ass, as soon as I get in the truck and I close the door and
It's
that
Texas
dually
food.
is leaving the house, you bet your ass I'm buying every junk food possible.
Yeah. The problem with this last trip was I ate like shit. Then I came home and I just kept it going.
Oh damn! No, see, I won't do that.
Yeah, it was not my best showing for fitness, unless it was fitting this whole bag of Cheetos in my mouth.
I can tell because your TikTok you put up the other day of setting up your Christmas decorations and you're in your big old sweatpants and
look
big old hoodie.
jolly,
You
huh?
look like you've been in the house for a couple months. I'm sorry, but I was like, whoa.
Damn,
Take it back
Trevor, you need to
easy,
get back
Trevor.
to Texas and lose some weight.
I was going to do the truffle shuffle in a minute. It's bad, dude. I was down like the second trip we went down to work on fence.
Yeah.
When I got home, I was like 197.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably 215 right now.
I went to the doctor a little bit ago, and they made me get on a scale and shit. And she weighed me, and I was like, "Is that right?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Let me get back on there." And then I got back on there, and she's like, "Yeah, that's right." And I was like, "Huh." I was like, "Damn, I thought I weighed more than that." And I was like, "I need to eat more Twinkies."
Skinny little bitch. I've never got on the scale and thought, man, I thought I weighed more than that.
I usually look at the scale and go,
Liar.
back off that shit.
Yeah. But
Walk
what
by the mirror and
what other
glad
things?
I'm married.
Good thing I don't have to look good for anyone.
Just kind of sliding back. What other things do you think should go into like a guy's weekend? A guy's weekend of guys who want to be outdoorsmen.
Oh, see, it's a good thing you put the outdoorsman on the end of that. Because my mind was like, guys' weekend? Well,
Hookers and blow.
yeah, that's kind of what my thought
Yeah,
process
no, we're
was,
not doing
but-
any of that. No, seriously, like,
No.
if you had to bring one thing to the table for a weekend like that, what do you think would be something that would be impactful and also practical that they could take away from it in a weekend?
My biggest thing is, and I've noticed this before of all the years of doing this, is cleaning pigs. Learning how to skin out an animal is huge. It's all very relative to an elk, a deer, antelope. It's all very similar.
Especially if you don't have a Scott.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So I get they're like, "Oh, can you show us?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely."
Done.
And they're like, "I missed all of that." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, all right, we'll do it on the next one." And so, to me, skinning out any animal is do like the gutless method. I don't do the gut stuff. Like I don't mess with them. I don't do any of that. So I do everything pretty much the gutless.
How do you
method.
get that tenderloin?
There is a way to do it. So
We found out about
There-
that.
I don't know. I'm not reaching my hand all the way down in there.
Yeah,
hoping-
well,
No, it's
so-
from the top.
you do it from the top. So you can do it from the top of that. You open up that top part and you can drop down in there and get it through. When we're out in the field, and I don't want to drag a pig that far. So I'll open up the guts, and when we're running thermals and I'll pull the guts out with like Casey and I'll do it. We'll pull
Right.
the guts
Scott
out.
puts his gloves on for that, so you
That I put my gloves on for it. And the only reason is I did it one time without.
doo-doo.
No, I don't give a shit about that. I'll stick my hands in there and then I'll open up my can of chew and put a dip in. That don't bother me none. It was getting back into my freaking truck.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, so then I'm like grabbing the door handle and closing it, and then I'm grabbing the steering wheel. We're burning down the road, and then we jump out again. And then the next morning,
You get in and it's
I'm like, golly, I'm like, there's blood marks. I mean, I was like, we're not doing that shit again. Like,
that's
no, no.
That's
So-
why you got to take the orange truck.
Well,
Because you don't want to
can't
take
fit
I
in
know,
the orange
but,
truck.
But
so
taking like his truck or your truck,
shit.
I mean, just climbing in.
I still like my Linex in my bed in the dually has like stain marks still of blood marks that don't come out. But
Yeah.
I think skinning is really a big crucial thing, and a lot of guys I don't think want to say like I don't know how to do that,
right.
and they're like, yeah, I've skinned out a deer before, like
Same
one
thing.
time.
I don't know. Everybody I get, they're like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You're gonna have to do that.
And a lot of guys think too is like, oh well, a pig's different. No, it's the same.
They'll dull your knife faster. But
Oh,
it's the
for
same
sure.
work.
It'll dull your knife way quicker than a deer or an elk, but it's the same thing. It has 4 legs. You skin it out the same way, and it's all the same relative thing. So I think definitely for sure on that deal is like, hey, like let's do it one time of like, okay, part of that weekend is one of the pigs will, and we do it where a lot of guys are like, dude, I don't want to cut not one single skin on this thing. Like it's all you. So we get down and I go to town and I'll knock out, 8 pigs and just get it done. But I think let's just sit down and do one. And then you can go through the sections of each thing and go through. And a lot of guys, like they have their different methods of doing things, but I think that would be one big crucial one to help guys out, not just hunting hogs, for anything else, for deer, elk, anything like that. So I think that would be a big one. A lot of guys that have guns, like you bought your gun, you've went out and shot it a few times, like, but the breakdown, it's going even further down into it, breaking down a gun, going through your stuff, breathing, all of that stuff is very helpful. But then when it comes to once you pull that trigger and you
got something to deal with.
Now you get something on the ground, dude, that now the work starts.
Right.
That's where it comes down to. And I think that's like a huge, huge thing for most people. And
what about you?
I mean, it's already a goal or to make sure that the people have the experience. But
Right.
I would say that's one thing that I'm always after when I have clients down there, to make sure that what they got to enjoy down there and everything is memorable enough that they get to talk about it throughout the year. Or if they come back, we can, talk on the past kind of stuff. But one of my big things is always trying to make sure they have the experience.
And I think that's super important because, we all go down there and, we love it.
Yeah.
But when we have clients down there, are we taking a second to step back and look at the situation? Yeah. Are we creating a memory for them? Are we creating an experience for them?
Well, I even look down
or are we just sheep herding them into the...
Here you go. All right, next.
Yeah.
I look down even to like body language. Like when they first get there, everybody's kind of tied up and like, are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? But like, I want it to be, just an enjoyable time all the way around for guys so that they can experience the same thing like you've talked about, like how that feeds your soul and everything that it does for you as a person down there. I want that to channel through everybody else.
Can we convey what that ranch makes us feel
to everybody
people
else,
that are just there for a weekend?
Yeah.
Or how close can we get to them having that feeling?
I try to. Some groups are different. Obviously, they've been there before. They've done it before. Like they have their own. They kind of have their own like thing that they do. You just let them do their thing. And then others, like I'll like tell them, hey, like I'm on my way there. Like we're gonna have a freaking blast. Like it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a blast. Like get ready for it because we're gonna have some fun.
It's the downtime. That I think is where you have to find that way to.
I ask him, I'm like, do you guys need anything? Like, I'll grab you guys a case of beer. Do you want a bottle of whiskey? Like, what do you guys want? Like, let's have a good time.
Yeah, just anything. Like, hey, you see they're kind of all milling around. It's 1:00 in the afternoon. They're getting antsy.
Yeah.
Is there something that you could plug in right there that's going to consume the nervous energy in their head?
Yeah.
And also give them a skill or a benefit that they're going to go home and go, dude, when we were down there, I never thought about it. But then one of the guys
did this.
And I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for all of us to pretend like it's our like first time
Yeah.
with, for us with them, because
Yeah.
if we get complacent and we're just like, you guys sleep, I'll put you in the blinds at 6. I'll come get you at 11:30.
Yeah.
And as soon as we come out of from inside the wire,
Bedtime.
you guys go to bed. I'm going to do that,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be, I mean, some guys just want to come down, have the facilities,
Yeah.
go hunt,
Do
come
their
back,
thing, come
do their
back,
thing.
yeah.
And they don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
They just, you're just there to,
They don't want to see you.
they just want you to turn on the lights and, and make sure that, the trash is emptied.
I think it's all on how you do the start of presenting everything
Sure.
first too. I will say, because the group that you and I had them last year, and not to say we had a bad time or it wasn't good, but just even like how you broke that ice barrier at the very beginning, like that opened up the rest of the weekend to the jokes and everything else. Because like the jokes we were cracking, I never heard any of that out of those guys last year. So just
They were pretty
things
uptight
like,
when we got there.
Yeah.
They're,
yeah. So it's just the things like that where it's like you can break the barrier and just have it be like any other weekend with the guys, or just starting it all from the beginning. Sets the whole.
I was up on top of the water container, like cleaning the screen and trying to replace it when they got there.
Oh, yeah.
And they came walking around, and the lead guy, the group was, you could see he was just like, just walking and like you could see the energy, and he started talking like a mile a minute right off. He's like, and what about this? And what about that? And all I said right off the bat, I was like, hey, why don't we walk down this hill?
broke it.
And he was like, oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Here we go.
And so they all started to take just a little bit of a breath, because the two younger guys were obviously going to play the lead off the two older guys.
Yeah.
And you could tell the two younger guys were there just to be with the other two guys. They
They were just tagging the kind of.
they're the ones that shot hogs, which is funny.
Yeah.
But like they just wanted to be down there and have fun.
Yeah.
And so, I think giving those guys or empowering those guys to feel like they were actually a part of it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I try to I do, like, I'll crack jokes with them or right off the bat, and I was like, all right, so we shooting them, we roping them, or riding them? Which one do we want to do? Like, so,
How are we doing this?
yeah, I was like, how do you want to do it? And they like all like, like you can see them like relax and like, all right, so let's have fun. I was like, we can make it as Western as you want to make it, so let's have a good time.
We need to get like 8 Rambo knives, just like crappy ones off of Amazon. And that first night, just call them all out and set down a knife and go, all right, guys, on the first night, what we do,
Each person picks a knife.
everybody take a knife. And I don't know if you know it, but right next to your blinds, there's a tree stand. We're going to dump corn under those tree stands.
And you're going to jump
and
off.
I want you to jump off and just see how far down the road you can get these guys to, because they'll be like,
Problem is that I think we have a few guys that'd be like, well, hell yeah.
Let's
And
get
then
it
they're
done.
like,
I've
well,
had a few
how come
guys
we
that
haven't done that yet?
Yeah. That was an
dude,
option? I didn't see that on the
That's a
pamphlet.
different waiver you have to sign.
yeah, but how funny would that be just to see some of their faces like, because they start off like, yeah, okay. And then as it gets deeper into, they're like,
Grabbing a bucket of corn and the knives, like, all right, dude,
Yes,
like,
right.
here's the blind.
just that's an icebreaker.
Yeah.
I mean, if that doesn't break it, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Yeah, the connection with them is key, I think. But I really would like, and obviously it's Jason's the boss, and he decides
Oh, yeah.
ultimately
King
what
Tut makes the last decision.
But if we
love
come
you, Jay.
together with some things and find a way to book a couple of those weekends, I think.
I don't know. He always sounds busier than we are down there. Because even this last trip, he was like, every time I called him, he was always doing something. I'm like, are you not just hanging out? And he was
because-
like, dude, there's so much stuff to do. And I'm like,
Yeah, he's huffing and puffing. I'm like, what were you doing? Running a marathon? He's like, you know how much shit others down here? I got this, I got that. I'm like, thinking back, like, I didn't do any of that. Like, I did some stuff, but I was like, dude,
You mean like Phil Feeders?
oh,
Feeders didn't even be full. They were full when we got there.
No, they were not.
They were full.
No way, dude. One of them was out, and then the second one
Had
one night of feedings.
The second feeding was the last grain of corn in the.
You have to open them. You can't just. Oh, there's some corn in there. Well, no shit, there's some corn in there. How much corn is in
You
there?
race car Randy?
Well, shit, we did the last trip, and I was like, man, they got to be full. Ryan even asked. He was like,
They only last about a month.
he's like, you think the feeders are full? And I was like, yeah, they're full. And like a couple, I was like, ting, ting, ting. I'm like, yeah, dude, we're good. Like, they don't need to be
That's
full.
the thing. There's a couple, like one, if you use one as your tester, which I guarantee he walked over to one, that one doesn't spray nearly as fast.
Yeah, as like 5 and
Yeah.
So you knocked that one. Remember, it was 2/3 full.
Yeah.
So I only dumped like a bag and a half. But then you get back to, what was it, 4?
It was the porterhouse. Maybe that's a thing that we can add.
Hello.
We had a guy that
shit.
did not know the sound of that corn coming out of this feeder, which to us, it's very distinctive. But he didn't say anything until 11 o'clock. Like, hey, I don't think mine ever went off. And I'm like, you should know, but like, maybe that's the thing. Like, hey,
should
this
scare
is
the
what
crap
this
out of you.
sounds like.
Yeah.
This is what the feeder sounds like.
Yeah.
So listen for this. When it goes off, get
If you
ready.
if you don't hear, sand getting slung around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
dude,
was like,
I'll be out by the container and you hear,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, there they go.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they just start going
Yeah.
off.
One
like
of
a
our
music
guys, poor
symphony.
dude, sat there all night long at 11:30. We're like, you haven't seen anything at all? And he's like,
I don't even know if my feeder went
He's
off.
like, I don't even know that the feeder went off. And we're like, dude, if you're sitting in a blind, you freaking
It startles you. Like-
it will sit you up.
Because I'll be down on my phone and I'm like, I have my phone in my sweatshirt and all of a sudden it's like, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
that's Friday, Thursday when you get there if it's early enough, or Friday when you get there. Just letting them hear the sound of that, or
hit
just
the-
walking out
Hit the test button.
on one.
Yeah.
Just walk out to one with them.
This is what it sounds like.
Hit this is what you should hear.
Yeah, I think
Just-
that's a good
just
one.
Still
Yeah,
have to
just
find some
giving them
payback because I
information.
told you I was not going to let you live it down if there was anything wrong if we came down for you. So your punishment's coming sooner or later.
Oh, yeah.
He's waiting. He's like,
You know how much I give a shit?
the book is long.
I was going to say, get on the waiting list, buddy.
You remember how the skid steer got stuck?
Yeah.
thinking
You
about
remember
trying
you
to-
clean that son of a
I'm
gun?
thinking about trying to find a way to get the golf cart stuck like that.
Hell no.
Hey, we could just bring mud to the golf cart.
That's
We
fine.
don't even have to take it in the field.
Dude, I got home and I was like, blowing it off, blowing all the dust off. I was like trying to keep it clean. I was like, damn, it's dusty.
That's hilarious.
But
It is what it is. I mean, here's the thing. No matter who goes down there or who was there before you, nobody looks at everything the same.
no.
Some things
we all look at
some
it
things
different.
one person is going to be really heavy on, like this is important to me. This needs to be done because when I come down here and this isn't done, it really makes me mad. But that when it's not done, it doesn't bother me that much. So I don't do that.
Yeah, and then somebody else looks at it.
And they're like the other
complete
way.
opposite
Yeah,
way, and
they're
they're
like,
like, dude, why the hell?
The one
didn't
thing,
you?
can you just do the one thing?
Yeah.
I think we all have our niches. Mine's definitely the feeders.
Josh
Jason's,
is
I think, is
big
the,
on the feeders.
the grass.
Mine is the fence.
And yours is probably the fence. But Jason called me. He's like, yeah, I got the place mowed. I'm like,
Why?
why? Well, it just needs to look better. I'm like, I thought it looked
It hadn't grown
fine.
an inch since we were there
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah, he
just
told me
likes,
he was.
he likes to have mower looking lines.
Yeah. We need
I
to get
don't
him like
know.
the roller on the back of it so it makes like the
Oh,
nice
yeah.
lines like it. So it's
Jason
like,
did make me feel like I didn't do enough down there, or I don't do enough down there. All
And
the stuff that
and
he
the
said
thing
he
is-
was doing, I'm like,
Well, and
fuck, I need to get on the wagon.
I mean, we, especially Sunday, dude, we humped it on Sunday.
Well, because we had to beat a storm. Like we finished our list like as the first
The
raindrop
storms,
hit.
They were like, it was raining as we were getting in the truck
oh shit.
to come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had like 8 fence holes.
Yeah, there was
and
a ton of holes in the fence.
We put 30 bags of corn.
yeah.
So we did, 30 bags of corn in the feeders plus 7 or 8 big, decent sized holes. Like, there were a couple just lunkers. And of course, there were three of the big holes were on the back side of the pond where the fence is that you can't get to pick up to.
Yeah, you can't.
So, I mean, we're just carrying it.
Carrying.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me because we walked it, and there was one hole in the dividing high fence from 6 to 7 and then to the inside. And I was like, nope. I was like, we're not. I was like, we're opening this whole section up anyway. Yeah. So I was like, so we just like jammed a bunch of logs in there and like shoved it. And it was a good size hole, but we just jammed a bunch of stuff inside there. And I was like, next week we're opening this thing up. So I was like, I don't really care. And it's so crazy that in that short amount of time from me being there to you guys getting there.
I think the biggest thing is the rain. When everything gets
when it rains, we had two big rains in between.
Everything
makes
is
it soft, and so they did.
Yep.
Yeah, and it just they go to
because we walked the entire fence.
Yeah,
and found every hole we could. And I'll tell you, when we got done, I was almost happy that the rain came. I wish it would have came like an hour earlier because I was just getting tired.
There was one down by like the dead pit. And I stuck some of the rocks down inside there and stuffed it in there. And it was little.
Yeah.
And it hadn't even, they haven't even gone underneath. They started and they're like, nah, we're going to go somewhere else. And I was like, I'm just getting, so I put a couple rocks there, but we walked that whole thing and I was like, damn, fence is pretty good. I was like, all right. And then
we did.
You call and there was
8 bags.
There's freaking 8 holes all the way around this sucker. I'm like, dang.
We did 8 bags.
That pallet's halfway gone of concrete.
Already?
Yeah. Like, I think we'll have to get another one before the end of the year.
We'll go to the same place.
Oh gosh.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to wrap us for today.
Yeah.
Unless anybody has any other.
No, I don't think so. I was, like I said, I was like, I don't have anything on my list. I was just.
I will say I'm getting hungrier.
Well, if you, I'm getting hungry too.
I'm getting ready to. I've been building it all day.
As you're watching this, if you're a hunter and you have an idea of something that you think new groups or guys that don't hunt a lot should know, or someone should pull them aside and say, or if you're watching this and you'd like to get into the outdoor stuff, but you're like, I don't want to look like the dummy.
Yeah, message us.
We don't
leave
care.
a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Leave a comment and say, hey, what do you guys think of this? Or hey, I would like to do this. What's your suggestion? And we'll try to help. We'll try to figure it out for you. There's so much knowledge between you guys and Jace and my knucklehead. There's a ton of knowledge that I think we're all willing to
share.
To be somewhat of a mentor to people who want to learn or want to know.
Yeah, we just at the end of the day, like it just comes down to like, dude, I know a lot of stuff, and we've done a lot of stuff. I mean, like you growing up in town and being in town, you never saw the ranch life, what Josh and I saw. And so living on a ranch, you have to kind of. I had a weird
dichotomy because my dad back in Ohio, all my life he broke horses.
Yeah. Yeah. So you still,
I have that side of it, but not in the same way that you guys lived it, and not, nowhere to the same extent.
So it's just like seeing it all and everything like that, like seeing from one end to the other. I mean,
well, just not having an expectation that everybody just knows.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where a lot of us fail our friends or our community or the people around us is we just expect them to know. And if they don't know, that's on them. So.
Yeah. And that's like, well, you should know that.
Yeah.
Sorry. And it shouldn't be that way. Like,
you don't know what you're missing. You could have a great teammate. Yeah. You could have a great hunting buddy if you just reach down and grab somebody and kind of bring them up with you.
Yeah. And help them out and learn new things. Dude, I learn stuff on a daily.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're not learning every day, you're not living.
Yeah.
I'm not living.
Well, you have to leave your house to be able to.
Yeah, you got to get out of the hermit shell you got going on. But
that's what Texas is for.
Absolutely.
That's how I get out of the house.
Well, 16th through the
I'm on.
19th or whatever I said.
We're going. We're burning. We're out of here.
I'm there.
That's what you said last time.
When have I not been there?
He's gone every time he said, "Hey, you want to go?" And it's
No, just the last trip with Jason. He was supposed to go with Jason.
No,
in the
I
truck.
wasn't. He asked if I could go at the last minute, but it was my wife's birthday, and I was doing commentary for a jiu-jitsu pro show that I'd committed to months in advance.
yeah, you can't miss that. Like even when we schedule on the calendar, like I make sure I go with Lisa, and I'm like, "Hey, so
What do I have?
What do I
Yeah.
have, and what can I miss,
sure.
and I can't miss?"
Yeah.
And I was like, a lot of stuff I want to
Well,
miss, but
And giving credit to Kay Miller, she was like, we can celebrate my birthday during the week if you want to go down there. And I started trying to rearrange things, and I was like, I can't rearrange commentary.
yeah.
It's not like you can just be like, hey, can you cover my shit?
yeah. Hey, cover my shift while I'm gone, would
Just
you?
jump on the mic, it'll be fine. Yeah,
Figure it out.
I wanted to go really bad. I was like trying to figure out a way.
Well, all I can say for the next trip is we need to have the cameras rolling, most likely.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Matthew is laughing because I just was in a Discord call with him, and I gave him all of our footage.
Oh boy.
Everything we filmed.
Everything.
Everything.
So when I am curious, when are we putting some of that?
It's
We have something fun coming other than just us
yeah,
rambling.
we filmed a bunch of
other than us bullshitting.
we filmed a bunch of funny good
2 hours.
stuff.
Yeah, when is like
Unfortunately, we had to learn a lot because there's a lot of stuff we filmed that completely my fault that I didn't give us
Directions.
benchmarks. No, I'm not giving directions.
that's Jason.
If you can't show up and do it, then you're not getting in. No, but I didn't do. I didn't give us establishing shots for a lot of it. We did better the second time. I will tell you that he wants to choke you
Why?
because he's got like 7 hours of time lapse of you putting up trim.
Yeah.
We don't need the time lapse of that. Scott put up trim in the container. We're
Well,
good.
it was. I was like, "What do you want me to do?" And Trevor was just like, "Well, just film. Like, just put." And I was like, "Whatever." So I just started, and I just let the camera go. And I was just
See what I would like to get maybe when we go down next time. We'll film that, but we only need like 45 minutes. Like you coming in, talking about what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
We'll get some shots of you cutting some trim, putting some trim up, maybe like a pan shot of the beginning, you doing some work, and then the pan shot at the end. Because 7 hours of you.
yeah. We
on
can
the
cut
time
a lot
lapse.
of that out.
I told him just to use it as like
Filler.
B-roll.
So once he has all that put together, are we gonna?
We'll put out 2 episodes. He said there's enough.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, either myself or Jason or one of you guys are going to have to do a shit ton of voiceover
Okay.
because there's a lot of film of us just doing stuff. Like when we were cutting the mesquite
Yeah.
drag. There's no audio because it's chainsaws and trucks and
Yeah. And
dragging
loud.
stuff around. So we'll have to do a bunch of voiceover on that. But Matthew's enjoying it. He likes it.
Okay.
Because it's
That's good.
different for him too. It's
Yeah,
different from what he normally sees.
Yeah.
And him just trying to, because he wasn't there when we filmed it.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything will be time stamped,
Right.
but I don't know that the timestamp tells the story as well.
Yeah.
And he's like, and how come you film things like 3 times? And I'm like, sometimes. Sometimes we miss the first time. And the second time.
And the second time.
He's like, because I'll start timelining and then I grab something that's the same thing you just did, and I don't know if it's this or that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, usually
Most
take
of the stuff we do takes 3 times.
well, I'm like, take the final one.
Yeah, take the last
one. That's
If I
where-
saved you 3, take the last one.
Yeah, just take it. So we're going through that. I did see the cool transition. Remember when we were doing filling the feeders,
Oh yeah.
and we filmed it really cool.
Scott
So-
wasn't there. He was doing trim.
No, this is when we were filming when it was the 4 of us that went down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got a shot of the camera with the corn coming out of the bag into the filter
Oh yeah.
on a feeder. Oh, it wasn't even you. It was us.
It was us.
Yeah, you guys did it.
My
And
big
then you
old
guys showed
fat
me.
bellies in the
And-
shot.
And then the next one, I put my phone down
Inside
in the
the
corn
feeder.
and
And
put
let
the
it-
filter on and then let the corn fill and cover my phone.
Oh, that's cool.
And he made a really cool transition from the corn coming out to all of a sudden the corn falling on it.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's sweet.
He did a really good job. He's doing good work.
Is the one thing I have been waiting for is when you ask me those questions and then you ask Jason those questions.
Most of yours is an outtake.
Seriously?
Most of yours is in the blooper reel.
Yeah.
The reason is, so if you've ever done documentary style stuff or docu-series style stuff, the producer or the camera operator will prompt you with a question. What you do is your answer states the question as the entry into your answer.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, tell me what it means to be down here on the ranch and, being part of a family-owned ranch. You don't just say, oh, I love it because. You say, it really means a lot to me to be down here on the ranch getting it ready to open the season. You restate the question as your answer.
Dude, it was a struggle for
I
me.
explained it to him exactly that way. And he kept saying, so you want to know?
He's
You
like,
want to
no.
know what it means to be down here on the? No, I don't. No, I don't. I want you to make a statement, not a question. Right, but you want me to tell you what it's like to be down here on the ranch? And it was just over and over
Dude,
and over and
my
over.
brain could not concept what I had to say.
We'll see if we can put a blooper of that in right here. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So what does it mean to you to be down here getting the ranch ready for yet another season?
So what does it mean to me?
No, what it means to me is.
What it means to me is what it means
Take
to
a
me.
break. And then
Okay. What it means to me. Okay. What it means to me by being down here to get in the ring.
you got to start it clean.
I know. I'm trying to get the what it means to me being.
You can say it any way you want.
Okay.
It's just,
What it means to me being down here at the ranch, getting the ranch ready. Nope.
what it means to me to come down here and get the ranch ready for another season.
Okay. Why is that so
I
hard?
don't know.
Oh, okay. See, I just want to goof all the time. I don't want to be serious. What it means, say it to you. What would you, how say it again?
Just tell me what it means to you to come down and start getting the ranch ready.